huge amount of technological advance going on to improve both the safety of vehicles and the drivability of vehicles and the usability of vehicles, which is very difficult to latch onto if you are still struggling to actually get the basics right. Where China does struggle is around getting enough educated engineers into the system to be able to sustain and grow a domestic industry. There isn't the level of competence amongst Chinese engineers at the moment, largely due to the fact that very few of them actually drive cars. So it's pretty difficult to engineer a car if you've never driven one. What we're getting to is a situation in China where the domestic producers are avid to put as much product out there as fast as possible. And the lessons they're learning are very, very slowly coming through, but not fast enough. They can reverse engineer, but they reverse engineer in a load of mistakes. For example, French products will be designed and engineered in France and then implemented in China, rather than having any significant engineering input from the Chinese themselves. That doesn't sound too bad, actually, when you talk about an OEM context, because that's fine. But when you get to the supply base, it becomes very critical, because a lot of the supply base, as the second tier, if you will, of talent, don't have that expertise at all. And really what they're doing is going off drawings and things like that. So it is critical, in fact, that educational standard is built up in some fashion. One of the things that I try to teach is that shared knowledge is power. The Chinese ethic tends to be retained knowledge is power. I keep on trying to say, well, look, your knowledge is only current for this millisecond. Somebody else has invented something over the top of you in that millisecond, and therefore, unless you actually share knowledge, you're not going to progress. You're just going to stick.